Alright, I'm gonna try to make this quick because I got somewhere to be, but I have my official beer review shirt on. It's Old Rasputin. And this is gonna be a twofer. I got a frozen Twinkie and we'll compare it to a regular Twinkie. So let's get started. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? This Hefe 67 had some Hoptimus Prime, and I tried to find it, but I couldn't find any. But I asked the guy at the beer store, "What's one of the hoppiest beers out there?" And a lot of you guys may know I'm not a big hop beer fan, but my pain for your pleasure. So I got Terrapin Hopzilla, and I'll put all the stats up on the screen for you. I'm not gonna read it. The monster beer terrorizes your taste buds with an earth-shattering amount of hops, while the 100% Maris Otter malt obliterates all inferior beers in its path, destroying palates from Athens to Tokyo. There's another one called Palate Wrecker, but this one had a cool bottle, so shiny. Very, very good smell. Hoppy smell, that's for sure. And very deep and rich color. You can't really tell it from the bottle since it's dark, but that is going to be some painful beer to drink for me. Some of you guys out there might say, "Oh, it's good." I hope so. Woo! And then we're gonna get right to the Twinkies. I can smell some citrus in there, and I guess that's the hops I'm smelling, but it's a very pronounced, very pleasant smell, actually. Kind of a sweet smell. All right, here goes. I like it. You know, I can taste the bitter, but it doesn't grab a hold of your tongue like Old Rasputin. I don't know, maybe Old Rasputin broke me, but this is pretty pleasant to drink. Now, again, from what I learned, stuff like Optimus Prime and these very, very hoppy, full-flavored beers are not gulping beers. They're not quench your thirst beers. They're good sipping beers. Again, it's not my preference of beers, but this is pretty pleasant. It does have a bitter aftertaste initially going down, or after it goes down, it's sweet, and then say like a second later it gets to the bitter. Ooh, I don't know what the alcohol content is, but 10.3 by volume, alcohol by volume. Vintage 2013. Double India Pale Ale is I guess the category of beers, but very deep, rich color. Let me get a mouthful of it and really swish it around. I have to say, I don't know if it's, like I said, because I'm starting to get immune to the flavor, but it didn't kick me in the teeth with bitter like Old Rasputin. I'm going to have to revisit Old Rasputin again. But this is, again, I'm not a bitter beer fan, but this is good. I like it. I don't have to choke it down. Well, this is October, but next month, this is the month they start making stuff called Mad Elf, and it should be out next month. So hopefully I can review that again. I'm really looking forward to some Mad Elf. All right, here's the unfrozen Twinkie, and here's the frozen Twinkie. Not really much difference. It's not like really, really cold. Not a whole lot of mass to it, but I'm gonna take a bite out of the unfrozen one first. Really good counteracting Taste of the Twinkie. Okay, here's a frozen one. And it's not like, I mean, it's been in the freezer, but it's not like icy crystals on it or anything. I mean, it's kind of stiff. It's good. Really can't taste the flavor difference. It seems drier, but maybe that's because all the cream is kind of solid. It doesn't really flow. I personally can't taste the difference. The texture is different, obviously. It's a little chewier. I don't prefer one or the other. Like I said, this is different and it'll probably keep longer in the freezer. So, you know, no offense to people who love frozen Twinkies. It's good. Good with beer. Can't say as I'd recommend you running out and freezing some Twinkies, but like I said, it's not bad, especially if you want it to keep longer. Maybe once in a while eat a frozen one, just change things up a little bit. I would recommend Hopzilla for people who like hoppy beers. For people who don't like hoppy beers, who want to experiment, give it a shot. It's got a, like I said, it's got a sweet uptake, and it hits you with a little bit of bitter, but not like kicking the pants bitter, and it fades away. You forget that it's there. Not an everyday drinker for me, for sure. Yeah, now it's starting to build. But unlike Rasputin, the bitter from Rasputin kind of collected right here, right under the tongue, and just kind of hung on with a death grip. This doesn't do that, and I've swished it all over my mouth. Still not a big fan of IPA for sure, but this didn't make me see double. And a Twinkie is a nice break in the bitter. And that's all I got. Have a good night. Cheers.